You won't believe this. I'm pregnant!
Fable II is a game all about choices. Other than fathering illegitimate children, your hero can be male or female, corrupt or pure, gay or straight, ugly or handsome, good or evil. These are just a few of the vast options you can pursue in this action RPG. If you played the first Fable, then you will absolutely enjoy this much anticipated sequel. Peter Molyneux has taken the best elements of the first and greatly expanded the player's options and choices. Even though the game starts off a little slow, you do quickly become immersed in the world as your character becomes an adult. Unlike Fable 1, here in Fable 2, your choices actually have a huge consequence on what happens in the game, and it is interesting to see this develop. Obviously, being good or evil is the main idea, but so many other choices can change your appearance. For instance, you can be greedy with your money, which gives you a corrupt appearance, or you can share your money, which gives you a more pure appearance. However, the new and one of the best elements in the game is your trusted companion, the dog. The dog is hugely beneficial to your quests, especially if you can pay attention to him. He leads you to treasures, dig spots, and even attacks enemies if you train him to do so. You can also teach him tricks, and his appearance is affected by your choices as well. By the end of the game, you feel tied to your trusted companion, which is something that helped me be immersed into the story. Another much improved aspect in this game is the combat. It flows extremely well and is very, very satisfying. Of course, you can choose one aspect of combat, be it melee, skill, or will, but using them all made the game much more exciting. The arsenal of a sword, gun, and magic has never been so fun, and it definitely makes you feel like you could take on the world. And in fact, the difficulty of Fable 2 is at a minimum. It is actually possible for you to go through this entire game without ever having any trouble. Also, it is actually impossible for you to die in this game. When your life runs out, you just get knocked out, have a permanent scar, and you lose a little bit of experience. The presentation and graphics of this game is very much like a fairy tale. While not the most realistic, its purpose is to submerge you in this fairy tale world and keep you fascinated, which it does very well. The campaign of the game is only about 8 to 9 hours long, something similar to Fable 1, which I was definitely not a fan of. However, the game makes up for this in the ability to flesh out every aspect of the story. Many side quests and jobs await you, and this is one of the many ways to make gold. The side quests are a fun way to gain experience, but the jobs that are offered quickly become repetitive, and you won't spend more than maybe 10 minutes on each of them. One other new component is split screen, or online co-op play. Both are fun, but you have to watch your guest, as he can really affect your world by his or her choices. Also, you and a friend can perform combo attacks on enemies in the world, earning you both higher experience and more gold. Still, Fable 2 seems to be too heavily weighted on character creation rather than intense gameplay. Although very enjoyable, you feel that Fable 2 has the potential to be so much more. The game has a high replay value, and maybe that's what Peter Molyneux wanted, knowing that you wouldn't be satisfied with the first time around. With games out there like Oblivion and Fallout 3 that have raised the bar so high on action RPGs, Fable 2 just seems to miss that mark. So for presentation, I give Fable 2 a 9.5. Graphics gets a 9, sound 8, gameplay 8.5, and with a lasting appeal of 9. That means I give Fable 2 an overall score of 8.8. Back to you guys.